So we were all so busy for COVID for a couple of good years that you really didn't have a chance to stop and rethink what you were doing. So if there is such a thing as something good coming from the slowdown, it gave us a real chance to analyze a lot more things and realize that we were wasting money on a bunch of things that we didn't need to. So that was crucial.
Yeah, we did the same thing, and I think the biggest takeaway for us was when things got hard, we started really looking at everything. Did everything make sense? What are we spending our money on? And are we using the best companies to get the biggest bang for our buck? And we weren't. You know, you're fat and happy sometimes, and you're just spending money, and you forget to pay attention to, like, did that really make sense? And so that was something that we've now put that in. I think I might be jumping ahead a little bit, but
all right, we're going to get
we're going to keep doing that at least once a quarter, if not twice a year, just so that we don't lose track of it, because we definitely didn't pay attention to that for quite a while.
Got it. You were sharing a story before about a low-cost rebranding.
Oh, yeah.
Talk a little bit about that. I think that was a really clever story.
This is so exciting. Okay, so we always had, well, for quite a while, we had branded ourselves as Continental Title Company, the company that cares. Because we do a lot of stuff with, like, the veterans, and we have a Blue Day where we pay, it's all paid, all of our employees go out to 529, and we donate our time the whole day. It's just amazing. But I was like, how do we not fade into the background? And that was literally, like, think about it. People are like, oh, where'd you close? They're like, I don't know. What is that? And you're like, well, the place you signed all your docs. And they're like, oh, yeah, that company, I don't remember. So I was like, what can we do that would make us stand out? So I came up with an idea one night that may or may not have wine involved with it. And I decided that...
I can assure you it had wine involved.
That's pretty clear.
So I was like, let's like make it a celebration. And so we have little bottles of Prosecco and like little champagne glasses, and then we have a bottle of sparkling cider in case there's kids or people aren't interested. And then we do a huge confetti cannon. And I'm telling you, this sucker is loud. I was telling Rich that our neighbors thought that there was active shooter because it was so freaking loud and it scared them. But getting the buy-in to your staff to want to do something like that was tough. Like, they were like, I'm cleaning up confetti. And I'm like, actually, don't clean up the confetti. Don't. Leave it there. Leave it there all day long. And when clients come in, they're going to be like, what happened here? And you can go, oh, you're next. And I would tell you, our Overland Park office had, and I'm not even joking, confetti this thick. But it was awesome. People are always smiling at the end. I mean, seriously, who doesn't love confetti, right? But it costs us like $6 a closing if that's what they want to do. And we've had a couple of realtors come in and say, hey, I heard you're the company that celebrates my clients. And I'm like, oh, this worked. But then, you know, broaden it and say, what works for you guys? What is unique in your market? And that's what I did. I was just trying to find something that would make us stand out, that would make people smile, but it makes your employees smile. You guys, that was huge. It was like they had fun doing it. Yeah. So it wasn't like I was asking them to do something they'd hate. Now, they don't like cleaning up the confetti. I get it. But it's still really fun.
Well, and we had talked about that before we got up here, is now she's kind of married to it, right? Because the expectation is you close with her company, these fun things are going to happen. So you better not have it one time, or that's going to be a problem.
The buy-in is critical. And I had some tough closers that were like, no. And I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this. I'll come in and do it myself. But they're in.
So talk a little bit about the social media aspect of this thing, because really for the agents that are in the room, most of our business these days is gonna be resale business.
Yep.
We're all chasing realtors at this point. So to be able to come back and create something memorable, I mean, Elizabeth, that's fantastic. Now, from a leveraging standpoint, talk a little bit about the social media aspects.
So we're learning, right? So as we're going through this, we're trying to figure this out. Well, Rich asked me, he's like, so what do you do with it on social media? I'm like, oh, we post it on our Facebook pages. He's like, who do you tag? And I'm like, Okay, good point. We haven't started tagging agents. That is our new thing. We have a great social media company that we work with. I know I can't drop names, so I won't. But anyway, it might be in this room. And they gave us like a spreadsheet, and they were like, go ahead and give us the names and the information, and we will tag everybody. So we haven't started doing it yet, but let's tag the agent. Let's tag the loan officer. Give them that the celebration.
Well, the
as
showstoppers,
well.
right, exactly
and
right.
Their clients look so happy. There's a few that look scared when the confetti bomb goes off, but we try not to use that picture.
Well, and you think about this from your guys' standpoint, or certainly your sales team's aspect, to be able to take this thing, or hey, look at our Facebook post. If you're sitting with a realtor trying to win their business, now we're tagging them. You know, I've never met a realtor who doesn't listen to their favorite radio station, WIIFM. What's in it for me? And as soon as you present that to them, to say, oh wow, these guys are actually doing something to help me grow. And one of those inherent truths is that you're going to gain more buy-in if you can solve your customer's problem.
Yep.
Don't solve your problem, solve theirs. And if their problem is, I need to see more, or I need to get more exposure, here's a way that we put it on autopilot for you. So I mean, that's awesome.